Hello, hello. Welcome to Top Shelf Backpacking. Today I am out here along the PCT in southern Washington. Right now I am here where we camped during the blizzard 8 months ago in February. We are back where we plan on camping. Initially it was going to be on the far side of the bridge down there, but a fire pit is kind of useless. Where we hiked north, and now I am going to connect my path south to Cascade Locks, where my wife and I finished our 50-mile trip, and that will link me all the way from South Sister in Central Oregon all the way up to north of Goat Rocks, so 336 miles of PCT in Oregon and Washington. I will see you guys out here on trail. So I've got an ultralight pack on, 15 pounds total weight, 10-pound base weight here. Feels good on the back, no hip belt or anything, no frame. So far so good, although I'm sure I'll get a sweaty back not having a trampoline back. But so far feeling nice and nimble. Hoping to get 15 miles in today and then camp and then get the 15 out tomorrow down to Cascade Locks in Oregon, where hopefully I'll get picked up and shuttled back to my car. Temps right now, it's October, so I think about 55 degrees, so a little brisk, but feeling good now that I'm moving. High today should be in the high 60s, and I think the low tonight is like 48, so hopefully my 30-degree quilt will keep me nice and toasty. So far it's beautiful. We are expecting rain at some point in the next day, but we're ready. I've got an umbrella, I've got the rain gear, so hopefully I can stay comfortable out here. Anyway, I will see you guys out here on this beautiful trail. About 5 miles in, got a little more uphill before we start dropping down, before we then go uphill again. About 13 or 1400 feet of elevation gain in that 5 miles. Definitely feeling it a little bit, but keeping a good pace. Temps are nice out here, so we'll probably stop here in a few miles at some water to have lunch and get everything filtered and back on trail. So see you here on the trail on our way to lunch. Stopped along this barely flowing little creek. Got my lunch rehydrating here. Got about 20 minutes before it's ready, so it'll give me plenty of time to filter some water and camel up just a little bit. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 miles to the next good water source, and I'll have to fill up my Canuck Vecto there to bring up to camp. Anyway, we are gonna loosen up the shoes here. Feet are killing me, my ankles mainly, but so far so good. It's about 11:30 and I want to say we're at about the halfway point, so we're doing good. Back on trail after some veggie, almost like a chili stew. Feeling pretty good. Just started to get some cloud cover, so cooling down a little bit. Glad to get moving here. Ankles are still a little sore, but a lot better than they were. It is just about noon, and I've got 7.2 miles to camp with a water stop here in 2.6 to camel up and fill everything up. So I'll have a dry camp tonight, and then another like 5 or 6 miles tomorrow morning before my next reliable water source anyway. So feeling good. See you guys out here on trail. Made it to Rock Creek. Gonna filter up my liter of water here and then fill my Canuck Vecto, and then we will begin the roughly 5 miles uphill to camp. Got my 3 liters of water here, so I'm close to, oh, probably 18-19 pounds on the bag now. Feels fairly good. Got it strapped up high so it's a little closer to me than in the mesh pocket. Hopefully it stays put. Got 4.4 miles to camp. It's currently 1:30. Hoping to be there by 04-ish. Just to have enough daylight. Sunset is scheduled for 6:20. Not sure where I'm at valley-wise, so could get a little dark before then. I mean, we got headlamps and stuff, but pitching in the dark kind of stinks. But I will call this the home stretch. I'll see you guys out here on trail. I'm so tired of spider blazing. Haven't seen anybody else out here. Not really surprised. It is October after all. Boy, just getting weighed down with all the spider silk, you know? Sitting at the final road crossing. I've got 1.7 miles to the planned campsite and like 1,000 feet of elevation to get there. So slow going, but we're gonna take another couple minutes here and then we will keep on keeping on. Found this beautiful campsite. About 15 miles today. I am beat. Those final like 3 miles really took it out of me. Got the tent up. Spots here for maybe a couple. I need to go find where I'm gonna hang my bear bag, and then get the mattress blown up and kick my shoes off here, make some dinner. See you guys soon. Enjoyed a nice chicken and rice dinner from Peak Refuel. got changed into some non-sweaty clothes. Feeling pretty good here in the quilt on the Thermarest X-Therm. Temps are supposed to be in the the high 40s tonight. So hopefully I sleep nice and toasty with the 30-degree quilt. Going to do a little relaxing here. Probably go to bed likely incredibly early. Did get up early to get here by sunrise. Sunrise tomorrow at 7:30. And I'm hoping to start on the trail by then to make sure I make it the 15 miles almost entirely downhill tomorrow, which is quite a bit slower for me, to my pickup point. My wife will be getting off work at 5 to come pick me up and then take me back to the truck. So anyway, good night to you all. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Made it through the night. It's been raining here probably hour and a half, 2 hours. It's about 7:30. Really don't want to get out of my nice warm sleeping bag. Put on my wet clothes to go get my bear bag. But I do got to get going since I do have a timed pickup. So it looks like we will, at least for the morning, possibly all day, be hiking in the rain. So I guess I'll get to try out this Six Moons umbrella some more, whether I want to or not. Anyway, I will see you here once I get camp broken down. Got camp broken down, breakfast in. Gonna head out for the 15 miles to Cascade Locks. So I will see you guys out here on trail. Stopped to take off the rain jacket already as I'm warming up. Looks like it's going to be a wet day the whole way through, but such is life. Fell asleep pretty quick last night, probably around 6, but woke up around 8 for a couple hours, and again around 3 for an hour or so. I had to inflate my pad I think 4 or 5 times, a little surprising, so I'll have to check it for leaks. Wasn't a fast leak, but enough that I get a cold spot on my shoulder or hip or something as it went down. A little bit of a rough night's sleep, but I was in there for 14 hours, so I'm sure I got 10 hours of sleep in that time. Popped a couple ibuprofen this morning just because of my ankle pain, but so far feeling pretty good. It's going to be a steep descent. I got to lose about 3,000 feet of elevation over the next 15 miles, so hopefully it's a little softer due to the rain and not like slippery and sketchy, but we will see. So far we're off to a good start though. Just past the Table Mountain cutoff, near the halfway point for the day. Seen a lot of seemingly fresh trail maintenance, which I think may be due to the friends over at Canuck Outdoors out of Portland, Oregon. So if that was you guys, thank you. You make great products. Thank you for taking care of this trail here. Rain continues. It's been rocky, it's been duffy, good mixture of both, so I'm able to kind of speed up where I can to make up for the slow going on the super rocky bits. So far, not sure how long lunch will take to heat up, but hopefully I'm still on track for getting to my pickup at 5 o'clock for my wife to come grab me probably around 5:30. Anyway, next stop I'll see you. We'll probably be getting some water and sitting down for a minute to eat some lunch. Enjoyed a nice hot lunch creekside, sitting under the umbrella trying to stay dry. It's relative. Everything on me is soaked. Using my phone has been very tricky since I don't really have anything to try it off with, but we're making do. Got 7.8 miles to Cascade Locks and about 4.5 hours to make it there on time. So should be looking good, assuming things don't get crazy rocky, but definitely feel a little more refreshed after that nice lunch there. So I'll see you guys out here on trail. Got my first view of civilization there. I want to say that's probably close to Bonneville. Haven't seen people or signs of people since I've been out here. I think I've got about 4 or 5 miles till I actually make it into Cascade Locks. But nice to know I'm at least headed in the right direction. With all the fog and everything, it's kind of hard to tell elevation. Seemed like a lot of elevation loss, but the trail hasn't seemed super steep so far. I'll knock on wood there. So nice to see that I am making progress here. Anyway, I'll see you guys out here for the last couple miles of trail. So I've driven by this sign probably hundreds of times in my life, and this is the first time I've ever walked by it. Got a short hike up here to the bridge. I'm gonna put away my umbrella and anything that could blow away and make the final crossing to connect my 336 miles between Oregon and Washington and wait for my ride. I will see you guys here on the bridge. So I've probably crossed this bridge scores of times, but I've never ever walked on it, so not sure how sketchy it's going to be. Usually it's pouring rain and blowing out here in Cascade Locks. Fingers crossed that's not the case today, but yeah, walking into traffic here, so hopefully safe crossing to finish this trip off. So nice sidewalk on this bridge. Thankfully it's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Everybody's been giving me mostly wide berth. It's 3:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, so not crazy high traffic, thankfully. Tried to plan that on purpose, but here's the home stretch. I made it. This is officially where my wife and I ended her 50-mile trip. And yeah, now I've connected from South Sister in Oregon all the way up to White Pass in Washington, 336 miles of PCT. I'm sure there will be more in my future. Don't know if I'll be biting off big chunks again, but nice to finally connect the two states together. Bridge wasn't quite as harrowing as I expected. When the double long trailer passed me, I got a little nervous thinking the bridge would start to rock, but didn't at all. So overall a good trip. I am soaking wet, gonna change here, I'm an hour and a half ahead of schedule, so 2 hours ahead of pickup. So hopefully I've got dry enough clothes to go head into town and get a beer and a pizza while I wait for my ride. So for more information on the PCT and the other trails you see on this channel, visit topshelfbackpacking.com. Until I see you again, cheers.